Some of you might remember the movie Forrest Gump, rather, Forrest Gump, rather. It was a movie back in 1994, and it struck a heart with America. I mean, it was nominated for 13 Academy Awards, and it was awarded the sixth best picture and best actor in America. It was played by Tom Hanks, if you saw the movie. Well, Forrest wasn't too sharp, and it's the scene is it's the opening day of school. It's the first day, and he's getting on the bus, and the kids are rude to him because he's not real sharp. And every empty seat, they would say, was already taken, except for one person, and her name was Jenny, and ends up in the movie being the love of his life. And she says to him, "Are you stupid or something?" And Forrest said something rather interesting. He's rather uh, interesting enough, had a whole lot more common sense than some people who think they're pretty intellectual. But he says, "Mama says that stupid is what stupid does." That's rather interesting, isn't it? Stupid is as stupid does. I'll tell you one thing. There's a whole lot of smart people that do a whole lot of dumb things. And the only way you can describe some things is it's just dumb, dumb, dumb. I mean, it's just something else, isn't it? And when I say that, it's just amazing to me because I've done some stupid things, and all you can say about it, how stupid could you be? My dad used to say to me sometimes, "How can you go to college and be so smart and yet be so stupid?" And he was right. I mean, I mean, we've all done some really dumb things, which you just have to scratch your head and wonder what in the world were you thinking. Well, you weren't thinking at all, I don't think. But let me give you two examples where intellect has very little to do with stupidity. And of course, the first is back in Psalms, where he talks about in the 14th chapter that the fool has said in his heart, "There is no God." Now, we won't get into the context, but the context has not anything to do with intellect. And what it is, it had to do with just behavior, because in this context, they didn't deny there's a God. They understood there is a God, but they lived as if there is no God. And the second example I might give is over in Luke chapter 12, uh, where this fellow, gets caught up in life with just all the things you just get caught up with. It just grabs our attention, and we get entrenched in it and tangled in it. And finally, inevitably the day comes when this whole business ends. And that's what God says to this man that's building bigger barns, and life has been pretty good to him, and he's got all kind of stuff. And yet God says, "This your soul is required of thee this night." I mean, so here you go. Here in Psalms 14, you see there's a guy that's sharp enough who believes in God, but he lives as if there is no God. Then when you get down here to Luke chapter 12, what you find out is a man just got caught up in living in this life and caught up with just a bunch of stuff. And Jesus said one time, that life is not, consist of the abundance of things thereof. And that just sounds so un-American. And so when you start thinking about stupid is what stupid does, boy, there's just a whole lot of folks, isn't there, that fits that. Well, those are some thoughts to think about. And boy, I tell you what, I wonder if we can just get through the rest of this business without being so stupid. How about you? See you tomorrow.